How you doing, guys? I'm Avi and welcome back to my investing channel. In this video, I'll make an update about NIO, ticker NIO, and we're going to talk about some important stuff. In 2 days from now, they have a delivery report which will be out. We're going to consider that. We'll talk about some updates that related to their charging services. And lastly, I want to talk about their competition. Now, if you like my content, don't forget to click on the like button. And if you're new over here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get more videos just like that. Alright guys, we've said enough. Let's start with the video. So in a couple of days from now, in 1st to August, NIO is about to report about the delivery they made during July 2020. Now, for those of you who's watching the video, I'm sure you're already looking forward to see this report because that gives us an extremely important indication about the company's progress. Now, we saw that last month they reported that during June they managed to deliver around 3,700 cars. That's an amazing year-over-year growth if we consider the same period for 2019. In June 2019, they managed to deliver only 2,000 cars. So that's around 180% growth for the last month. Now, in my previous videos about NIO, I've talked about the key factor we should look at when considering NIO's progress, and that will be their production capacity. The company already said that by the end of the year, they will manage to manufacture 5,000 cars per month. I also mentioned in my previous videos that they managed to raise an accumulated amount of approximately $3 billion in the past few months only. That money is going to be invested in the company, so they'll manage to increase their capacity. On top of that, a couple of days ago, they formally introduced the EC6, which is an upgrade version for the ES6. And because the car looks really good and they advertise it really well, I'm sure it's gonna help them to increase their deliveries from this month on. So there is no way really to know how many cars they managed to deliver during July, but if they managed to deliver around 3,700 cars for the last month, it makes sense to me that it will be kind of the same or maybe a little bit more, because the company is getting more recognized around China, and as more people get familiar with NIO, more people is going to buy the car because the product is amazing. Now, it's important to mention that NIO is getting recognized not just because they have a good product, they also have very advanced charging solutions. Those charging solutions make it easier for the car owners to purchase the car and thereafter to maintain the car. So make things short, they have 5 charging solutions. They have the traditional public and home charger. They have the mobile charging, that's when a truck comes to you and charge your car. They have pickup charging, that's when a person comes, pick up your car, go and charge it, and then he brings it back to place. And lastly, they have the most advanced and fast charging solution as for today worldwide, and that's the battery swap. With the battery swap, they allow their customers to enter the swap station, and in about 3 minutes they change the batteries, they take the empty battery and they give them a full battery. But on top of that, NIO is going even further, and they're about to start with leasing services, which means people that will buy the car will have 2 options: either to buy the car with full price and the battery will be included, or they will pay just for the car and the battery will be excluded. When they buy the car without the battery, the price they will pay for the car will be much lower than what it currently is, and instead of buying the battery, they will be able to lease the battery, and there will be monthly payments for that. So in my opinion, that's a very sophisticated way to reduce their car price, because if you think about it, what they're doing, when someone pays a fixed amount for the car and then he has monthly payments for the battery, after a couple of years he will still get to the original price which he would have paid if he bought the car and the battery together. But by letting the consumer pay only for the car and have small monthly payments for the battery, the consumer will be able to pay today less than what he would have paid if he bought both the car and the battery. That will give them competitive advantage, and I'm sure of that. Now, the leasing service is not operational yet. They've tried to make it operational already. It didn't work for them. They had funds problems, but it really sounds that they are getting there. Now, so far we considered only the good things for NIO, and I always like to talk about the full picture because NIO is not a risk-free investment. I'm bullish on NIO, but I'm aware there is risks over here. And after they raised a lot of money and liquidity won't be issue for the next 2 years, we still have the competition issue. We have 3 companies as for this moment that are going to give NIO a hard time. First, we have Tesla, of course, and that company is a worldwide leader. But then we have 2 more small startups that are just starting to sell in China, and those are XPeng and Li Auto. Those 2 small startups are already selling cars in China, but they are not listed in the stock market yet. Both of them are about to get listed this year. Now, I know much more about XPeng than I know about Li Auto. So XPeng, for example, has a very similar price to Tesla and NIO, has a very high range of around 450 miles, which is around 700 kilometers. They have autonomous capabilities that is quite similar to Tesla's. So even though that's a small company, smaller than NIO and smaller than Tesla, of course, we still should keep an eye on them, both on XPeng and Li Auto. Alright guys, that was the update for today. If you haven't done so yet, please click on the like button as it helps me a lot to grow the channel, and I will see you in my next video.